English and Foreign Language University. Before taking up the present assignment in Saudi Arabia, he taught in India and North Africa. Presently, he heads the Professional Development Unit at Prince Satam bin Abdulaziz University, where he attends to the professional development needs of English faculty from USA, Canada, UK, New Zealand, South Africa, and Middle East, in addition to his regular teaching. He is also a visiting faculty at numerous institutions in India. His interests include CAL, EdTech, teaching training, learning autonomy, and academic planning. Now, we Team English from Lendi, on behalf of all the participants in this webinar, I would like to invite Mr. Shashidhar from Saudi Arabia. Good morning, Shashidhar sir. Sir, good morning.
Good morning, madam. Good morning, madam.
Yeah, good morning, sir. I heard and I saw you yesterday and the day before yesterday also, your active participation and interest in questionnaire session, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Welcome you, sir. Welcome to this session. Thank you.
Hello, Sashi sir.
Good morning, Andy. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you and welcome aboard. Is it audible, sir? Yes. Yes, you're ready.
Am I audible?
Yeah, pretty much, sir. You're audible. And we are also able to see there is some slide presentation.
Yeah. Yeah. Am I audible now to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Should I turn my video on too?
Video. Oh, great, sir. You're found now.
Okay.
There's a wonderful ray of hope, sir, behind you.
Okay.
There are now 207 participants on board, sir. And all of them are quite active.
Should we wait for a while or?
Sure, sir. Not a problem. You can feel your own way. If you are able to.
I'm ready to go, but the thing is, if we can wait, I think we have around 300, right?
Yes, sir. 10:03 now. Since we have a couple of sessions, let's go ahead, sir.
Okay, fantastic. Good morning, all. How are you? May I see the chat box? Yeah. Okay, here. Good morning, good morning. Fantastic. Good to see you. Good to see some old friends of mine. Lovely. Okay. All right. Now I'm very comfortable. I can see the chat box and hope all of you could see my slide.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Slide with some black images also, some patterns, some black patterns.
That is someone's message. Someone raised his hand.
All right. All right. All right. I request participants to don't disturb the screen. Can you just put down the windows that you have opened? Maybe chat or maybe other boxes.
Okay.
All right, sir.
Now is it okay?
It's okay partly, but better than earlier one.
Okay. So better I put it this way so that I can see the latest chat and is that okay? Oh, no, I think I close it and I think I can get audio feedback from you from the chat box, right? I'll close it.
All right.
All right. I need audio feedback from you because I'm going to share the slide and talk about it.
Sure, sir.
Well, can someone read that for us? One of the participants, or otherwise, can all of you read that? The unsaid truth of life, people don't change when you give them an option. They change when they realize that there's no option. How many of you agree with that? Let's do something. You have done enough of Mentimeter, a lot of tools and all that, right? So what's
Hello?
Yes, madam.
Yeah, very good morning, sir. Sir, can I read it?
Please.
The unsaid truth of life. People don't change when you give them an option. They change when they realize that there's no other option.
How many of you agree with that? You can respond to in the chat box and I'll get, okay, most of you, fantastic, 3. Oh, fantastic. Yeah, hand raising, fantastic. Good, 3 people raised their hand and most of you might be responding in chat box and I don't have access to it, but Hari sir should be able to give me the feedback from chat box.
Yes, sir. There are so many S's. There are so many, plenty of S's, flooding. Yes and yes and yes and all S's.
Okay, appreciate that. Now, we will do something very different. You have done your response from while online teaching, I'm asking you a question and you responded and I couldn't see. But why not we make it a little interesting? See, for example, if it is yes from you, turn to your right, bend to your right. And if it is no, bend to your left. Did I make sense?
Instead, shall I unmute all the participants, sir, so that they'll be able to say immediately as and when they wanted, they can unmute themselves and then.
Yeah, sure. If they stick to that discipline, I'd appreciate it.
All right. And then let's try.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, Fred, what I'm trying to say is it's so stressful sitting before the screen and teaching. It is equally stressful for you and for your students. If you can do something like this, so for example, you ask yes, if your answer is yes, bend to your right. If your answer is no, sir, that would be too disturbing, I suppose. Kindly mute them.
All right, then I am muting all, sir. I'm muting all. I know.
Right. Interesting. Now, let's go and see. I'm not interested in projecting many slides and talk about it, but let us take experiences of people. Okay? Now, you people will listen to an experience of a teacher, a seasoned teacher, probably one of the best I know. Listen to her. Kindly give me the feedback, sir, if it's audible or not.
It's audible, but sorry, it's visible but not audible, sir. Are you playing?
It's starting.
All right. Has it started, sir?
It has.
No, we are not able to audio.
Yes, Shashidhar, it is very exhausting.
We're not
It
able to
actually
listen to
just
anything,
drains
sir.
the life out of you.
It is coming. It is coming. It's just started. Please be a bit patient because
It is coming now, sir.
Yeah. Can you quickly type what you heard till now?
I can say, dear Sashidhar, something
When
like
I
that.
did it last week, the first time, I realized how stressful it can be. And you see, for some reason, in a face-to-face class, if it's a 2.5 hour session, generally you stop after 2 hours, 15 minutes. And the last 15 minutes are for attendance and for this and that, questions, etc. So at least you relaxed. And even during the lecture, in a face-to-face session, you know, students are invited to speak to you, right? They can ask questions, they can raise doubts, etc. So it kind of evens out. But in an online session, nothing of that sort is happening. In fact, you are doubly stressed because on the one hand you're speaking, on the other your students are kind of doing there's also that messaging board, right? So they're writing messages and you're responding. So it's like multitasking at several levels. And at the end of the 2.5 hour session, it's a full 2.5 hour session, you just feel so exhausted. Your lungs, as if all the air has been sucked out.
So you stopped it or it is broken?
Yeah, I stopped it. Now, did you listen to this very seasoned teacher, what she's undergoing? I had the privilege of working with her, and I'm in association with this amazing teacher for close to, say, 12, 13 years, and that's her experience. And how many of you have this similar experience? How many of you have this kind of experience?
Yeah, that are true. Yes, imagine your PC. Yes, I do. Yes.
Fantastic.
There are many yeses.
Yeah. So that is the perspective of a teacher. That's the experience of a teacher. And I'm sure all of you agree with that. And all of us have been through that. And am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible, sir. You're audible.
Okay. And now, most of you, see, for example, myself, I'm so tech savvy. I really love technology. And when JNTU introduced language labs, you know, I was the first one to take a lot of initiative, and at least I have established, say, 9 language labs in some 9 engineering colleges. But still, I feel now at this point, how naive I was, how raw I was, how foolish I was, because I'm trying to be very honest with you, either you like it or not, because what we are presented by these service providers, what is provided by these service providers, does it really serve the purpose? All those who are teaching in engineering colleges, you need to think. If at all you need to understand why I made the statement is, see, for example, you get some software, you get some application, the wow factor, it's not the wow factor that we should get carried away with, like a small baby given a doll, how he or she feels. Whether the learning objectives are being met or not is important. Now, after so many years of experience from 2003 to 2020, you can imagine how many years I have been dabbling with technology, but the previous 2-3 months, it is like, you know, the same experience what my senior friend, my senior colleague expressed. It's like, you know, you're talking to this, you're talking to a screen, and you're trying to grab the attention of your students. You're not breathing, You're not letting them breathe. Okay, now let's look at students' perspective, shall we?
Yes.
Okay.
Meanwhile, there is Vijayalakshmi ma'am who is raising her hand.
Yeah, please. How can I help you,
take-
ma'am? Please. I'm open. I'm open.
All right. All right. Let me just give her option.
Yeah.
Vijayalakshmi ma'am. Vijayalakshmi ma'am. Oh, sorry. Madam, please talk to. Sir.
Sorry, sir, I have not yet completed my doubt. I'll take some time to ask you back again. I'm sorry, it was accidental that my hand touched the raised hand.
I
Sorry.
can understand. I can understand. It happens. You know.
This
Yeah.
is the same topic which you are talking to the screen. See,
Yes.
we don't have physical sense of watching the teacher and all that. Just we will be watching the screen, and we have to be very attentive now.
Yeah.
See, otherwise it is very easy to say sorry. Sorry to interrupt you in the middle of your.
No issues. No issues. I can understand. You will now. You have listened to a teacher, her problem, and we all could relate ourselves to the problem that a fellow teacher went through and what we are going through now.
We also have one more hand.
Please.
Kanduri Buchi Ramanujacharyulu, sir.
Sir, please, sir.
Ramanujacharyulu, sir, are you there? Are you there, sir? Okay, there is some problem.
No
Let's
issues.
go ahead.
Okay.
Sir.
So I have shared the experience of a teacher. Now I'll be sharing the experience of a student or a class which I teach. Could all of you see my screen? Could all of you see my screen?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. Can someone type in the chat box, what time is it? What time is it that you could see on the screen that where I'm moving my cursor?
Oh, somebody wrote 8:15. Somebody wrote 7:41.
Yes.
And
yeah, thank you.
Somebody wrote 10:19.
Okay, thank you so much. Now let's look at this. We are starting at 8:15 p.m. Do you understand that? And this chat began at 7:41 p.m. in the evening. So this is from me. Champs, relax and be ready. We're starting at 8:15. Now I play the video. This is the WhatsApp chat. We are on an LMS. Okay, I was about to administer a test, and parallelly I'm on WhatsApp as well. So two channels were working simultaneously. Let's look at this. You should be able to quickly read it. Sign on error. Let me take a minute. Mark, where? Blackboard, where else? Is assessment lecture in assignments. What the password, doctor? No show. I have a problem. Oh, sorry. Are you able to see this? Again, kindly go through. You should be able to read a bit faster. I have completely no control on, an embedded audio to control its speed. All capital, no small. Doctor, I have a question. I can't log in. So they are sending me their screenshots. No show. Got in last 10 minutes. Don't worry, relax. What's your name and user ID? Yeah, Yazid, don't worry. I will come up and plan. I'll have some plan for you. See, the right-hand one was my support and the left-hand one was my students' problems. This is what happened when I submit. Okay. Error. I can't complete my quiz with this technology. It's really bad. Error. +1 another. What should we do, doctor? Agreed. That means they are saying, yeah, this is bad technology. We can't work with this. At 8:46, you see, doctor, I can't sleep. I'm afraid of this quiz. I didn't eat for 1 day because I'm afraid of this quiz. Doctor, what means that? Relax, guys. No worries. Another friend, classmate supporting this. Try to quickly read. If you get the essence of it, that's sufficient for me. Now, look at that. Quiz 3, 3 out of 10. Are you ready? How many of you could see the video that I played?
Of course, it is understood because of your lecture.
Okay.
Though it is little hazy, it is
okay.
It is good. It is good. We understood that is between your students and your chart. It is understood.
Okay. Okay. My friends, fellow teachers, kindly understand. If you look at this, when did it end? 9:10 p.m. When did I get in touch with my students? 7:41 p.m. 7:41 to 9:10 p.m. to conduct a quiz, for 10 marks. A quiz of 10 minutes duration. Now, let me show you something. I will take you to the LMS that these students are talking about. How many learning management systems do most of you know? Can you type in quickly if you can? What are all the learning management systems that you know? I'll take you through something. Let's look at this. Quickly look at this. See, that's my university. That's my university website. Are you able to see I'm opening a page on a browser? Look at this.
Yes, we are able to see.
Now look at this. E-learning portal.
All right.
Hope you're able to see this.
Yes.
Okay. Look at this. Where I'm taking you is probably the university might have spent millions. I'm telling you, millions. It will cost you a bomb. It will cost you a bomb. Now look at this. What these students are talking about is this. Okay. As we are done with the semester work, you don't see any courses here. If the semester is on, here you will see the courses that I'd be teaching, but still I can go to archives and show you the course. Let's look at this. Hope you are able to see this.
Shashi sir.
Sir.
Can you share the window once again because it is completely blurred?
It will come, sir.
All right.
It will take a moment because, you know,
all right.
It's the data transfer, right?
I understand.
Yeah. Are you able to see it now?
Home page is only being found,
Oh.
and my eye doesn't catch the rest of the
Okay. Okay.
headers.
Okay. Okay. 1 second. I'll share it again. That might make sense. Can you see it now?
Better than earlier. Better than earlier.
Okay. So what am I trying to say is, if you look at, you have Google Classroom. I'm telling you, everyone is talking about Google Classroom, Google Class and all that. But here you have a dedicated learning management system. This is for one course which I will be teaching. Try to look at the left panel. Okay, this is basically Tech Talk. This is an ESP course. This is my content. This is my assignments. This is common room, discussion board, announcements I can make, emails I can send, grades I can do. I have tools here. I can embed any application that is used for the course in this. Look at this, how many features I have at my disposal. Look at this. Course management, control, content collection, course tools, evaluation, grade center. Look at this. Now, I'm taking you to full grade center. Are you able to see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you see the marks here? Quiz,
Yes,
out
sir.
of 60.
60, 27, 48, 50, 40.
Yeah. These are my students. This is their university ID. Do you see how well organized, how robust a system it is? But did you see the response from my students? Are you able to relate? What am I trying to say is, no system is foolproof. Blackboard is an LMS that is widely used in the West. In most of the universities, the best of the universities in the US use this. And it costs you millions, okay? It costs you millions. For a university to have this system, per user, the university will pay. And did you see the kind of experience students faced? Now, I'm getting back to my presentation. All right. All right. Friends, are you able to understand the context? It is not just you who is alone, who has the problem. It is not just those who do not have access to technology. Everyone is struggling. You are not alone. You are not alone, okay? Yeah, someone has a request. I would share, but only the concern is I can text what is there in the video and send it, because you know, some names are there. It's an ethical issue. It's an ethical issue. Otherwise, I don't mind sharing it. Okay. All right. Now, you have seen, right? So is it just you who have problems, or do students also have problems? Can someone respond to that? Can someone respond to that in the chat? Yeah, both of us have a big problem, but the thing is, every problem has a solution. We have to look for solutions. So what I mean to say is, don't complain that we don't have technology at our disposal. Whatever small and little is available, make the best use. Okay, so let me take you through my next Now, all right. I will take you through another video, which most of you may face. Let's look at this. All right. Screen share. Okay. See, you have seen the problems students faced. Now, what kind of problem can students give to a teacher? And try to understand the amount of stress a teacher would undergo. Now, let's look at this.
It's audible, sir. Some drizzling sound.
Okay. Now, can you see the time?
It's 10:40.
Sorry, it's 11:30 p.m. on the screen. I'm sharing a screen.
No, nothing is shared. Just only some pictures are found on the screen.
Some pictures? Okay, give me a second, sir. You see, we play with technology, but still you see the problem. Do you? So,
yes.
Yeah. Now, can you see something now?
Even now we could not.
Okay, what I'll do is I'll stop and I'll reshare it. All right?
That's better.
Is it okay? Can you see it now?
Even now the same, sir. We have the same folder filled up with those pictures changed to worry.
Okay, we'll do something. I'll try to do it from the presentation itself. I'll try to do it as I did earlier. Okay. Let's look at this. I'm playing this. Now, can you see something?
Right, sir. That earlier WhatsApp chat is found, sir.
WhatsApp charge. Okay, WhatsApp chat. Fantastic. All right. Now look at this. What time is this?
This is 11:29 p.m.
11:29 p.m. I'm working. Yes. And see how long it would go. And see the kind of stress with which I would sleep. It's not just me. Most of the teachers in the last 2 months, as Corona broke out, and we had to we were at the fag end of our semester, we were about to start our evaluation. This happened, and we had to evaluate them online. Now you see, exam was conducted. You have seen an experience of students having trouble. Now look at this. Someone wrote something, how can I help you? I have done my entire job and the deficiency is terrible. Okay, please identify yourself, Abdullah Shahri. You got the best possible, man. That's from me, okay? Teacher, how are you? Look at this. You have 2 different students responding, and now I would try to read it as quickly as possible and try to understand it, okay? Because, look at that. Hope this works. Look at that.
We hear something, but not viewing.
Okay, you see the chat itself, right? Don't you?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes.
Now look at, yeah, you don't hear anything, but if you expect me to read it out for you, I can. Look at this. I'm talking
Okay.
seriously. I lost 2 grades and don't know why. Teacher, how are you? Look at this. You can join a session on Blackboard if you need details. That means I'm talking about the following day, I'm there for you to have a one-on-one session to discuss, okay? To discuss why you got those scores in detail, okay? Look at this. Look at the language. I never joke. To be honest, I gave more than you deserve. Okay, look at this. This is my response. Now look at this again. Okay. Oh, sorry. You see the beauty of technology? It's really helpful and it's really troublesome as well. I'll be reading quickly rather than pausing.
That's better, sir.
Yeah, yeah. Look at this. So what am I trying to say is, my friends, you don't have problem. You are not the only one who has problems. It is students who have problems and they will really trouble you. You kindly understand. Okay, I pause it there and try to go to the next slide. You see, I did my best and my grades. Hope you understand that, okay? Now, my friends, we are all in that situation. Worry is a total waste of time. It doesn't change anything. All it does is steal your joy and keep you very, very busy doing nothing. Now, there is another thing. If you, I would share this link because there is a lot of glitch with technology. We are not able to share actually what is there embedded in the presentation. One last try I will try to give. I'll try to give one last try with something else. Look at this.
Sashi sir, can you stop your video and then will you try?
Yeah.
May that
Okay,
help us.
that's a good idea. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Let's look at this. See, and another important stakeholder is our parents. And look at this. Can you quickly?
Yeah, we are able to see a picture.
Yeah, this is basically a video of a surgeon, very senior surgeon. He is telling about the plight of teachers, how supportive someone is. Okay, someone says, we've watched it, heard this, sir, so I'm not going to talk. Okay, so you need to understand this person is so empathizing with the teachers, so very well educated. So you're not alone in this. Kindly.
For those who have already heard, it's okay,
Yes,
sir. For those unheard, it's...
Yeah, someone, Radha Srinivas says, yes, so humble. We had watched it. Fantastic. Now I'm going back to my presentation. Kindly try to understand you're not alone in this problem. We are all there. What is important is, let us not say, I have a problem, we have a problem. Let us share our problems. What is that we need to do is we should have a very good working culture, and we will watch it, sir. It's worth it many times. Can you play again, sir? Madhusudan Reddy, sir. I never give up. I never give up. Yeah, I never do that. I never do that. But the thing is, time is also a constraint because I wanted to handle this for 15 minutes for your information. But due to, you see, what we can do in 10 minutes or 15 minutes it has taken close to 1 hour. Now, I would quickly share this thing, what most of you need. Just before this slide, what I was trying to say is we need to have a community, a supportive community. If you look at the one who shared that grievance, you know, the first audio, if you remember, every one of us is there to help you. We are always reachable, either on YouTube, either on Facebook or WhatsApp. It is time we extend help to each other. This is the point I wanted to convey. And most importantly, while teaching online, every half an hour, take a break. You also need to give break for your students, which are brain breaks. Don't take it so much that it hurts you. Literally, I'm telling you, most of you, okay. I would share, sir, I would share. Now look at this.
Tips to look presentable in video call. Number 1. Stay in the center of the screen. Your face shouldn't be too high or too low. Number 2. Camera should be at face level and should maintain a distance of 30-inch or 1 arm distance. Number 3. Light should be in front of you, not behind you. Number 4. While using a phone for video call, make sure it's in landscape mode. Number 5. Your background should be preferably plain or minimalistic. If possible, use a virtual background with your company logo. Number 6. Try to make sure nobody keeps moving around behind you while you are in the meeting. Number 7. Keep the camera on. It's considered indecent to keep the camera off. Number 8. Keep the mic on mute when you are not speaking. Number 9. Rename to make sure your company and your name appears. Number 10. Try being still. Do not move a lot. And don't fidget. Number 11. Eating is not considered decent. However, sipping a cup of coffee or tea is fine. Number 12. When you have to speak, speak in normal tone. Do not shout. Number 13. Always be on time, or 5 minutes early for meeting. Number 14. Dress smart and appropriately. You might have to stand. Number 15. When you are done, let the team know by telling, "I am done" or "thank you." Number 16. Stick to the time limit. Do not exceed it. Number 17. Always have a pen and paper handy to make notes of important points in meeting. Number 18. Make sure your battery power, mic, speakers, internet connection, and camera are all up and running. Number 19. Be attentive, focused, and avoid multitasking. Number 20. If you have to speak, prepare and practice your presentation or script. Most importantly, be yourself.
Okay, now, most of you, why I had to present this video is because most of you haven't noticed this technology is so intrusive. Without your knowledge, your camera is on. I found most of you sleeping and watching, and some were shirtless. And kindly understand, now we will do something. We'll do something. All of you take your handheld devices, please. All of you take your handheld devices, please. Can you?
Yeah, they are getting ready. They're getting ready.
Okay.
once again, I ask all the participants to have one local device handy other than the one that you are seeing the presentation in.
Okay. Please switch on the rooms. My room is well lit, extremely well lit. I'm not sharing my video, sir. Now, what is it that you see?
We have Answer Garden.
Okay.
Answer Garden.
Okay. Have you come across this app, my friends?
For me, this is first time Sasi sir.
Okay. Okay. Fantastic. Fantastic. So let me. Actually, this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to do this from the 15th minute of my session, but with the glitch, it had to be stretched this long. Okay. Because this is probably for the first time, most of you teaching, you're not unaware, what is it that you're doing, right? And this is an amazing tool. How to use it? I seek opinions from you, and then I'll tell you how I use it. Okay. Look at this. You don't have to register, because in the previous sessions, most of you are asking how to do this, how to get into this. Most of the applications that you work need registration with a valid or active email ID. Okay. Raghavendra Savarkar, sir, it will come, sir. It will come, sir. Answer Garden, ANSWERGAR. Don't do anything. I'm sharing the link, but don't do anything with it as of now. Please pay attention. That's it. Now look at this. Here there is plus, right? Shall I share again? I think that will be more sensible. 1 second. Okay. Right. Can you see this now? Sir, can you see this now?
Yes, sir. It is visible.
Okay. I will give, wait a moment, sir. Wait a moment. Now, I clicked plus there. Now I'm typing, what tips did you learn? Okay. Only one question. Okay. And you see, that's my question. Now I'm making 40 characters. All right. Create. I didn't do anything. I put one question, and all of you, I am sending a link in the chat box. Please open that. Please open that. The code could be 12487884. 12487884. Yeah. Please type your answers in that. Please type. Okay, once again. Please, all of you try to not type in the chat box. Okay, it is there, it is there, it is there. Please, if you type, it will go up, and those who couldn't access, just type your answer and submit it. Oh, where we need to type your answer here, you could see.
Shashi sir, that link is not visible. Once again, can you place it?
I will do that. 1 second.
I request participants not to chat anymore.
Not to type.
On chat board, please wait until sir leaves the link.
I have sent it.
I think you did not mark it for everyone, sir. Can you kindly?
Okay. I'm sorry. This is only yes.
Yes, now it is answergarden.ch. Fine, sir.
That's the code. That's the code. You will type your answer in this.
Fine.
Okay, we should be punctual. Stand at the center of the screen. Tips while doing online teaching, video conferencing. Fantastic. Good going. Come on. Okay. Fantastic. Fantastic. Very good. Very good. Very good. Okay. Please. How can we someone is sending something. Okay, good. Look at this. 3 people sent this, 3 people sent this, 20 someone said, 1, 2, someone typed this, virtual background to dress well, video conferencing tips, we should be professional in video calls. Okay, what is it that you can do in your class with something like that, like Answer Garden? Can you use it? See, I'm telling you, don't get wowed with this. Undoubtedly, this is wow. But how you use it in your class, this is what my question is. Radha Srinivas ma'am, should be professional. Very good. No, I'm asking you, Answer Garden are used, but how would you use it? How would you use it in a class? I'm trying to tell you. See, for example, this is blended. You gave some video or you gave some text to your students as homework. The next day you came, okay, brainstorming, fantastic, fantastic, very good. Ideas are unlimited, fantastic. Okay, when you introduce a topic, beautiful. You see, you have so many unlimited ideas, but I'm giving you some more. Okay, Dr. Manjula, vocabulary, fantastic tool, good. I could see your, okay, I felt it's a good tool.
Shall we
hello, sky is the limit, but how differentiate who gave the answer? Okay, 1 second, creative thinking, mind mapping, fantastic. Can you give me a second because we are running short of time? I loved your participation, but the thing is, we are running short of time. So may I request you to stop for a moment? Yeah. See, for example, what you can do, you have given homework to your students, either to read a text passage, or you gave a video, you shared a YouTube video, and you asked them to watch. But again, next day you have to check their understanding. So you say, what is it that you understood? As they enter the class the next day, you share this, you engage the students, right? Didn't you? Okay, now what you can do, what is the follow-up for this? Okay, Raghavendra Savarkar sir, I'm here. Just as I did, visit, I do it again, look at this. Can you see my screen or not? Can you see my screen or not? Raghavendra Savarkar sir? Okay, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. On the screen, you visit Answer Garden, and you get this plus. Here you see create an Answer Garden. You press that. Here, type the topic of your new Answer Garden. This can be a question or a topic such as, what do you brainstorm for your company name, or what movie should you watch this weekend? Sky is the limit, okay? Pre-class activity, yes. And look at this. Here I type, okay, again the same question. Okay. Are you the only one who has a problem with online teaching? Okay. Let's look at this. Now, I got the code is, you visit Answer Garden, and the code is 1248794. Raghavendra Savarkar sir, is it clear to you now? Is it clear to you? Now, I'm giving you more ideas. See, you gave some task, you gave homework, and based on that homework, today's activity, and even after today's activity, you can give from this, whatever is generated. If you respond to it, whatever is generated, I can look at this. Can you quickly type something, 1 or 2 for this in your Answer Garden? Then I'll show you how to do that. Yes, Swarna madam. Yes, Aruna Vasanta ma'am. Yes. How can we share it with other example students? Okay, I did. Okay. Okay. No. Okay. Okay. Only one response. Okay. No issues. See, you come down and share. You can share it. You can share it. A code. Ashok sir, the code is 1248794. How to cope up with the problem? Yeah, I'm trying. Vijayata Salve, madam. Okay. Sorry if I'm not able to. Thing is, we should have a strong community. We should have a support system. Okay. Now look at this. You can share this with the whole class on a WhatsApp chat or something, and you can expect them to write a passage on it again, their understanding. Yes, there is a word limit. Yes, you have to, this has a constraint. This has a constraint. And next, this has a constraint, but this is a wonderful tool. Okay, see, share, I can share. Now, like this, I'll get back. Now, do you see my screen? Okay. All right. Do you see my screen? Yes. Okay. Look at this. Okay. Do you see Answer Garden? Have you learned about Padlet? Do you see my screen? Hello. Hari sir? Hari sir?
Sashi sir, you're asking something.
Yeah. Did you all understand how to use Answer Garden? Then most of the questions in yesterday's Day-4, the questions were more to do with online assessment. How can you use that? See, this is formative assessment, isn't it? You do things, okay, then, okay, I stop and redo it again. Okay, let's look at that. Is it clear now? Is it clear now? Is it clear now?
Yes, it's clear at our end. And for many, it's also clear, no doubt in it. And maybe issue with their bandwidth and other connectivity.
Probably. In how many ways? I don't want to introduce Padlet again, but I just want you to understand the scope of Padlet. How many ways do you think Padlet could be used? Can you give a number in the chat box? In how many ways you can use Padlet for your class? How many types of activities? Okay, Rani, Madam Rani, Rini, okay. More than 10, more or less 10 coordinator, okay. Okay, 7 to 8, okay, very good. Shall I type the answer or shall I share it orally? All right. It can be used at least, but not limited to 30 variety of activities you can do with Padlet. Okay, I would share a link because 30, very good, Vijayalakshmi, very good, very good. 30 in 30 different ways you can do it. Okay, now another thing, as we are running short of time, I wanted to introduce many things for formative assessment and summative assessment. These are only for formative assessment. Then I wanted to go to summative assessment. Now let's look at this. In how many ways can you use Google Forms? I wanted you to have a hands-on experience with Google Forms. Can someone tell? Yeah, I would. Venkateshwara sir, I would share. Okay, I want you to, Sampath Kumar sir, I would expect you to tell me, I want you to be very specific. How can you use Google Forms? One, for assessment, how? Okay. What are the two important ways in which you can use? Okay, very good, very good. Okay, 3 purposes, very good, very good. See, data collection, formative assessment, fantastic. Look at this, look at this. You were given a pre-conference or professional development session questionnaire was given. That is to get information, right? And the second one could be, to conduct beautiful quizzes, okay? All right, for registration, yes. You can make wonderful formative assessment. You can check their understanding. You can check their comprehension. You can check their vocabulary. You can use pictures. You can use videos in Google Forms. Okay, I would share a link to it on how to do that. Now, how many of you have used Kahoot? Certificates as well. Very good, very good. I have conducted class tests. Fantastic. I did. Amazing, amazing. Now, okay. Do you see something on your screen? Okay, I used. Very good.
Sashi sir, today on Kahoot only we have a gamified quiz to get 20 free licenses. Of course, 20 licenses from RI app, and another 20. Just now I had a call from schoolsnet.com. They also wanted to give another 20 licenses free, free of cost for the top performers. So we are playing on Kahoot by evening today, sir.
Fantastic. So my friends, quickly, as you are going to have an experience in the evening to win, now quickly I will let you have some hands-on experience. See, Answer Garden, you don't have to register. But Kahoot or Padlet or something, you need to register first as a teacher, Now, what is it that you need to do? You need to have one account, an active email account. It could be Yahoo, it could be Gmail, it could be Hotmail, okay, anything. Now, after signing up, okay, you log in, right? Look at this. These are my Kahoots. These are my Kahoots, okay? Now I will take you to my Kahoot page and let's quickly do something. Okay. Do you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What do you see?
It's filled with a lot of Kahoots of yours.
Okay.
Skills for focus. Sorry.
Okay.
Skills for success too.
Okay. This is the book I do. This is the book I do. Look at this. How many questions I could put? Okay. Look at this. Reading all units. Now we will do a very small this. Play. Oh, sorry. Okay. Let's look at that. This is very interesting. This is for those who haven't, because most of you yesterday, day before, you were expecting some hands-on. So I thought I should handhold you and take you. If you have your mobile phones in your hands, look at this, play, okay, for a virtual classroom, assign, for self-paced learning. You can do it. Now we are in a virtual classroom, aren't we? This is synchronous, this is asynchronous. Now look at that. Okay, now you're not, you can do something. You can ask your family members join you, because each one of you is at home, your family members can join. This is classic. Each one of you can join. Okay, classic. Okay, so what is it that you need to do? What is it that you need to do? You log into www. In your browser on your mobile phone, write www.kahoot.it and then enter. Very good. TB Guru. Very good. Let us see. Pratibha, Tata, TB Guru, Harit. Okay, fantastic. Surya, lovely. Okay. All right, we are running short of time. I have another 5 minutes, so quickly play this. And you have seen my PowerPoint presentation, right? I can take you through every of those apps from step 1 to the final step. I wanted you to have hands-on experience. Let us do it. Are you ready? Shall we start? Shall we start? Shall we start? Okay. See, you don't see answers. You don't see answers on your screen. You will only see some symbols. If A is the option, you choose the first one. It's like this. Very good. How many? Oh, fantastic. Good participation. Now look at this. On your mark, get, set, Uzma, let's go. Jyoti, very good. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I'm starting. $12 members. Very good. Very good. Shall I play some music as well?
Yes, you can do so. Can you reduce the volume, sir?
Oh, sure.
Can you reduce the volume? All right, that's fine.
Okay, now look at this. Look at this. 61 got it right, and there is a time limit. How can you use it? How can you use this? Is it just that wow with which you got carried away, or you also have learned something? You did a lesson, okay, and you can conduct this, and this will really keep them. I will please share the link. Someone said this, okay. Very good. Madhavi, you are topping. Rini, very good. Rajeshwari, top 5. Okay, 48 got right. Fantastic. Rini went up. Surya, Lakshmi, TB, very good. Up by 47 places. Bubbly. You can decrease the time to make it more competitive. We'll do something. Fantastic. Fantastic. All right. The pin is 772785. 772785.
I did.
Okay.
I did just type on the chat window, sir. Already I did it.
Okay. Right. We will do another 2 questions. This is basically 25 questions. No issues. But the thing is, after 2 questions, I will tell you how to use it more efficiently and effectively. Okay. We will stop the game after that. Rini is leading. Okay. Naren has the highest answer streak of 3. Very good. Oh, for Ashwini, Kahoot.it. Kahoot.it. Very good, very good. 1 out of 1. Kahoot.it. Thank you, Mr. Sampath. Fantastic. And let's see. Lakshmi or Rini, where did you go? Okay, very good. Raji, Nami, Surya, great. Next, one last question. Very good. Okay, we end the game. Raji, very good. Lakshmi. Surya, fantastic. Okay. Nami and Bullakoti, 4 and 5. Fantastic. Okay. Very good. Now, let's get back to one second. I'll stop it and now look at it. You have seen, if you see how many questions I have made for my students for recapitulation, to learn, revise, okay? For this one course, if you see, similarly, what is it that we can do with this? How to do it or how to use it more efficiently? Okay. Look at that. We did this. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll have to show you something in that. Then we will go back. Now, look at this. You have made some Kahoot and look at this. Click on that. You can edit, you can duplicate, you can rename, you can share it with a friend of yours. They don't have to do all the hard work again. It is that simple, okay? Say you both are teaching something. I work on unit 1, you work on unit 2, someone works on unit 3. This is the advantage you have while working with technology. You can duplicate that easily, and that is sharing. I don't have to work all 8 units, right? Now, look at this. Discover. Here, say literature. All right, English literature. See, 10 questions you have, AP literature terms. What I can do is if I'll go through and if I find it interesting and if I find it useful, I just duplicate and make it mine. Okay, how easy it is. Say, for example, I was teaching Q skills, right? You have seen. Let us try if I find anything with regard to Q skills. Look at that. Q skills reading and writing by Jessica. I can copy it. Q skills 1 and 2, 15 questions. What I need to do is just either play. I can share this link with my students. I can edit, add, delete. I can duplicate. All right. Now we go back because we are running short of time. Okay. All right. I would take another 5 minutes maximum because it's not possible to complete what all I prepared for. But yeah, something is better than nothing, or at a later point in time we can do. Now, similar to Kahoot, see, your students don't have to download it on their devices, just they have to do kahootit.com, kahoot.it, you give the pin and they play as you did. Okay, this is what we have done. You can create, you can discover, you can get the reports. Okay, you can just download it as an Excel sheet. You will see in the class for formative assessment, you ask your students, oh, am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible and
okay,
everything is clear.
You can duplicate. Isn't that easy? Isn't that cool? Now, Quizlet is another tool. I'm not going into the details, but I want you to explore. I want you to explore these. And see, I use Tech Talk, another course. For another course of mine, ESP course, I use Tech Talk, okay? I use Quizlet for Tech Talk. There is another very interesting tool from India, I'm telling you, Quizzes. An amazing tool. It's not just English, math, physics, chemistry. You can share it with your colleagues who are teaching other courses, okay? You can do engineering subjects with this. With all these three, there is Quizlet, Kahoot, Quizzes, and you can do with Google Forms as well. And this is where a little search will help you with many videos that will help you. Can someone read that?
Doctors don't make you healthy. Teachers don't make you learn. Trainers don't make you fit. Coaches don't make you rich. At some point, you have to realize your growth is your responsibility. Well said, sir.
Did I make any sense, my friends? I have taken 1 hour of yours and I wanted it to be more fruitful, but initially with the technical glitch, I couldn't. I would share all the material that I shared here, the links, the videos and all that, except for where others' names are there. I would share all that. And before we close, you have to take responsibility. You have to take care of your well-being. You know, see, 1.5 hours I'm sitting here. I don't see any faces, and I saw some beautiful feedback. I saw some very beautiful feedback. Initially, when I was talking about your well-being, I was trying to share anecdotes. I was trying to share real examples rather than just talking, isn't it? Now, can one of the participants read this?
Those who wanted to do it, come on, raise your hand and then I'm there to help you out.
Please, can you read that?
Yeah, there is somebody, Alfani. Alfani, ma'am? Are you there? No. Okay. Alfani Jos.
Yeah, can I? Someone said, can I?
Come on. Can you raise your hand, sir, ma'am?
Oh, 9 people raised their hands.
All right. Geetanjali, ma'am, Geetanjali.
Yes, sir.
All right, you can read it.
Okay, thank you, sir.
You're lucky.
Thank you, sir. Online learning and teaching assume a very high level of comfort with educational technology as well as a sound grounding on the principles of teaching and learning. You can be just as good or as bad online, and technology is not a solution. It's just a tool that needs to be used wisely. Thank you.
Hope I made some sense with my 1.5 hours interaction with you.
Yes, sir. Wonderful.
Okay, I read this for you. Online learning is not the best choice for everyone, and face-to-face learning does not fit in with everyone's life plan. With our plan, you know, it's happening, and let us not take it to heart. Let us look for solutions and let us work together. Hope this, after this session, the WhatsApp group would be, if that is kept open, if someone needs help, you can type in your request there, and there is, you know, we have, yes, sir.
We are on WhatsApp, we are on FB group. Either of these two you can take forward for common discussions. Let's open
Fantastic.
this as per the request of the participants for other 1 or 2 years, no issues. And if you also
Appreciate.
can come forward to be with us as a forum,
Yeah.
we'll definitely
From my side, I can extend all kind of support which is possible and which I can.
Yes,
And
sir.
don't feel that you are alone in this journey, in this troublesome times. And
Thank you.
that's my Twitter handle and that's my Gmail account. Thank you so much. Hope
Before you go off or sign off from us, and I would like to ask one of the participants. There are many hands who would like to propose vote of thanks for you, sir, a thanking note. And I would like to take one hand. Vijay Lakshmi, ma'am, are you ready? Please unmute yourself, ma'am, and propose vote of thanks to Sashi, sir.
It's almost coming to an afternoon session, but still we are very happy to have this session, sir. A wonderful session. You have, apart from the other things which we have come across today, is the one which you have taken us to WW Kahoot, as well as another one wherein we were able to, yes, sir, we were able to do the quiz very well, and maybe we had some kind of problem regarding that, but your session is very wonderful, sir, and informative, and we all thank you, and we all thank the coordinators of this Lendi organization for giving us such wonderful sessions with such good intellectuals to move on to our next session, sir. Thank you once for all. Thank you again, sir.
Thank you,
Sashi,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Sashi,
Thank you,
sir,
Sashi, sir.
we are now on 11:30 exactly.
Yeah.
Though we have taken 10 minutes of the break of them, we would like to give another 10 minutes, sir. Can you accept?
Oh, sure. I have no problem, absolutely. But the thing is, I don't want to eat into another speaker's time. That's the thing.
Yes, that's what. And I request you, sir, if at all you are with us in the evening also, if at all after Kahoot game, we have some time, we would also like to take some questions on your session. If
Yeah,
kindly...
Surya, can you speak? Can someone unmute Surya, please? He
all
wants
right,
to.
sir. All right. Let me see. Surya, your hand isn't right. Oh.
Surya Subramaniam, Vellanki.
Surya Subramaniam, sir. I'll unmute. Surya Subramaniam, sir. Okay. Sir, you're unmuted. Can you kindly talk?
Yes, please. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Hi, Sashi. Thank you for an impressive and inspiring session.
Thank you.
I would like to say something to all participants. I have known Sashi for almost 20 years. You know, I mean, right from CFL, PGCT times. I have always known him as a teacher who comes to the class with a definite plan. Students with a wide variety of activities, you know, to improve their learning. And I would say students always look forward to attend his sessions to enhance their language learning experience in an entertaining way. You might ask me how I know all these things. It's because of the team teaching sessions we have had in the college where we had worked together earlier.
Oh, great, sir.
Undoubtedly, I can say I have always seen him as an enthusiastic learner and teacher, and the same kind of enthusiasm I still see today in his presentation.
Surya, sir. Surya, sir, I also wanted to just put a word about something what I, if I could not say it, I definitely missed something from giving a grateful thanks to Sashi, sir. While I was just brainstorming, getting more helping hands for this kind of a concept, I was also going and then taking help from various professors whom I know pretty well. One senior professor from FLU, when I resorted to his help, then immediately I heard only one name, that is Sashi sir, and immediately I have come and then come out of the chamber of sir, and then immediately I called Sashi sir. He has very fondly accepted the request that I proposed. After that 20 days, every day, morning, evening, he was with me and he was talking to me. Even late in the night yesterday, he had a dry run also to set his presentation all well. And it is what the greatness and then, sincerity of Sasi sir. We always wish God has to give a wonderful health and wealth, and of course, a lot of energy to carry out the CLT story well.
No, it's
Such
not a surprise
pleasure.
for me. It's not a surprise for me. And always, his ability in taking up simple things and conveying it in a very pleasing way always amazes me. So see, I didn't have any doubts about the session and I knew that you would do well. The way you have organized the session is worth appreciating. Keep it up.
Thank you. If I may say something, with your permission, all of yours. Surya, you listened to just now, right? And the first voice you heard, right? That is Madam Vizianagaram. We were a team at an engineering college way back in 2002 and 5. We were all teaching one class at one go. You understand?
Yes.
See, that is the kind of support system you need. When you have such experienced people, when you have so much of sharing, there is no big problem whatsoever. Every problem is so small, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, so kindly form good community, no dirty politics at workplace. You have understood in this 2 months how what do I say, vulnerable we are, and why such false egos. Let us be very humble. Okay, from my end, I would close. You are open to ask questions. Stay hungry, stay humble, do learn.
Wonderful, sir. Wonderful. And let's meet for the questions somewhere in the evening, sir. If at all we extend for half an hour or so, interested can join us. No issues. And then shall we now wind up your session and then let's take a quick break of 5 minutes. Now the watch shows 11:34. We'll be back by 11:40. I'll give you 6 minutes break. Meanwhile, we have Murali Kaushik, another presenter is ready. Sir, Shashi sir, a big thank you and namaste for you.
Hari sir, thank you so much, and thanks to everyone. It was such a pleasure indeed. Thank you. Good day. Bye-bye.
All the participants, I request you to be mute and then take a brain break for another 6 minutes from now. It is 11:35. Of course, 5 minutes. Exactly by 11:40, we are going to meet again with another speaker, Mr. Murali Kaushik. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Mr. Kaushik Murali, Chief Technological Officer from Raipur, India, Chennai. He has consented to give a lecture cum demonstration on future of English communication and assessment. In fact, we love to listen little additional about Mr. Kaushik Murali. I come to know when I was meeting him on a webinar, he was addressing on the importance of how artificial intelligence is going to be ruling the world shortly, and why not AI is also the part of English communication. He has come up taking that note, and he has made a new hope in coming up with an app, which is now in the evening for the winners on Kahoot game would be given some 20 licenses free of cost as a digital takeaway of this online FDP program. Thank you, Kaushik. And we'll be meeting you by 11:40 exactly. Now I hope it is 11:30, 38 or 39. We'll be meeting you by 11:40.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for that pleasant introduction. Yes.
We are getting ready. Kaushik, I have seen you well, and as well our participants too.
Great, sir.
Moment. Welcome back. It's 11:40. All the participants and Kaushik sir, we are ready, and we now request Mr. Vinay Kumar as an assistant professor from Teaching English Department of Lendi Institute of Engineering and Technology to give away a little introduction, a quick introduction, because we are running short of time. Mr. Vinay?
Sir.
Continue, sir, please.
Sure. Yes, sir. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Please accept my greetings as we have many participants across the globe. Today, we are going to talk about Mr. M. Kaushik, who is a country head Orai, India, who have done his computer science from Anna University and MBA in information security management, and is also His main aim is to real-time solutions to real-world problems through technology. He is also very passionate about understanding, training, and providing solutions to challenges related to people and their cognitive behavior. His areas of expertise is neuroscience, artificial intelligence, machine learning, immersive learning, and technical research. And his main keen area is on about neuroscience, and is have a few milestones to his feather that he have written 13 case studies on different personality traits, and you also have done a research paper on topic of impact of sociability on of the expressive of students, and is also working very extensively on brain computer interference for developing applications to solve real world problems using brain waves. Last but not the least, he also have got special recognition, and he have received a Abhirami Award for the research work in the Tamil movie called Velekaran. And I request Mr. Kaushik to please take the lead. Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, thank you so much for that introduction, sir. And I'll just start with my presentation.
Okay, sir. Okay, Kaushik, sir. You can go further.
Yes.
If you would like to share, you can share, sir.
Yes, yes, I'm doing that. Is my screen visible to all of you guys?
Yeah, fantastically visible, sir.
Great.
Beautiful colors.
Great. Yeah. So the topic for today is future of English communication and assessment. As you all know, right, the COVID has changed the way.
Suddenly there is a glitch with your voice.
Okay, now is it fine?
It's fine, sir.
Great. So as you all know, right, there is a huge impact that COVID has created with all of us, and technology is the solution for that. Technology has changed the way we are going to learn, and work from home and learn from home is become the new normal, right? Globally, around 85% of the population are working from home or learning from home. So now let me start my presentation with a interesting idea. N is equal to 1 and R is equal to G. Can you guess what it is? Can the participants guess what is N is equal to 1 and R is equal to G in your chat box? Okay, 1 is equal to individual. Great. G is equal to group. That's great. Number of teachers. Okay. Group of students. Interesting. Number of students by Rajesh Bhatt. Generations by Radha. Generations by Guru. Those are great and interesting answers. Okay, but now let me tell you what is N is equal to R.
Somebody says Google. Somebody says Google.
Okay. That's great. N is equal to 1. N is equal to 1 is individual user experiences. This is going to be the future, and we are already in the process of learning this and adapting to this. Example is Google Maps. Example is Ola. Example is Swiggy. When I say N is equal to 1, individual user experiences. When I have to go from Chennai to Bangalore and I get my Google Maps and type, and it gives me a personalized solution from my home to my destination, right? And that solution is personalized to me. So that is what we are talking about. N is equal to 1. Each individual is unique and each individual's requirement is different. Customization. And again, I'm taking the example of Google Maps. If I need to travel by a two-wheeler, it shows me results customized to that. And if I have to take a walk, it gives me results customized to that. So personalization and customization are going to rule the world. That's where N is equal to 1 is going to be the future. You cannot neglect this. This is the new age of innovation. And when I say R is equal to G, the resource are global. Say for example, Coursera or Udemy. 2 months back, if I would have told you guys the way the students are going to learn is going to be totally changed. There's only going to be virtual learning and the knowledge is going to be imparted to the students through a virtual environment, people would have laughed at me. But now the world is learning virtually. And the statistic says, right, 83% of the world is learning virtually now. That is the best thing that technology can do to you. And when I say example like Coursera or Udemy, now a student from a village in India can learn from a professor from Stanford University, can learn from a professor from a university in Australia. This is made possible and we are getting the resources from globally. There is no restriction. If I need to learn photography, I can learn from the best in the world, from a guy who is sitting in somewhere in the Australia or somewhere in Africa or somewhere in the US. I can learn that. So the resources are global and learning is not confined to classroom alone. Now learning has become global. So N is equal to 1. Each individual is unique and you need to give them resource obtained from global for them to enhance their learning. This is the best thing that technology can give you, right? The leverage to experiment resources from across the globe so that the student and the learning fraternity can learn at their will. I can see few hands raised.
You'd like to take a question?
No, I'm just trying to see what is their understanding. Yes, somebody has said I did a 8 course from Coursera. That's great. Udemy as food certificate course too. Yes, that's the great thing about this R is equal to G. The resources are global. Okay. So this is something that I want everybody to understand. Going forward to your students, impart this knowledge into your student. Like N is equal to 1 and R is equal to G is going to be the new formula that is going to rule the world and rule learning. Now coming back to the product that we are working. As professors from the English department, you guys know, right? We have 32 crore students in India for whom communication in English is a challenge. I want people, do you agree with me that communicating in English is a challenge for 32 crore students across India? Let me get some responses from you guys.
Somebody says it's more than that.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. Even teachers do sometimes. Yes. Dr. Geetanjali, yes, true. Lawrence Raj, true. Absolutely true. In fact, it's true. Yes. And I would say this is a problem that's not a big problem, but it is a small problem that is faced by 32 crore students across India. That is how we got this app called as Orai, where we wanted AI to solve this communication problem amongst the students fraternity. And what is Orai? Orai is a personalized speech coach in your pocket. And what Orai does is, for the first time in the world, we are quantifying the soft skills called as communication and giving it a number. When I say communication score, we score participants' communication on 6 of their parameters: the pace at which they deliver their content, the number of words they use per minute. The pace is directly proportional to the user's comprehension or listener's comprehension. If I'm going to be too fast, people are not going to listen to me. And if I'm going to be too slow, only 50% of your brain is going to get occupied and the rest of the 50% is going to wander. So it is very, very essential for a student plus a teacher to communicate in an optimal pace so that 60 students in a class will be able to understand whatever you communicate. So pace is a very, very crucial factor in your oral English communication. Then comes the filler words, the ums and ahs and likes that you use during your conversation, right? Usage of lot of filler words will make you sound less confident in front of your audience. You're not sure, people who are not sure about what they are going to deliver use a lot of fillers. Energy. This is a very, very interesting part, right? And as a teaching fraternity, you would have faced this difficult situation during your sessions. If I am going to be very, very monotone, if I am not going to raise my voice or lower my voice based on the audience, and I'm going to be flat and monotone, people are going to sleep. Agree? If agree, please share your thoughts in the chat box. During an afternoon session, if the lecturer or the presenter, if he is monotone, he or she is monotone, people are not going to listen to them and they will feel sleepy. You know lullaby? Lullaby is called as a monotone sound, which is repetitive and it doesn't vary. That's the reason why it makes you, hearing a lullaby makes you sleep. When you deliver your speech without any variations, then it is equal to a lullaby. It will be monotone, flat, and people are not going to listen to you for a longer period of time. Let me get your thoughts on energy and varying your energy and how important it is during your sessions. Okay. It's very important. Dr. Devyani, yes. Saupurni, agreed. I'm getting this question, is it a paid app or free app? Yes, I'll get back to you, get back to this later. Nice idea, sir. One who can't sing well can use monotone. Yes, yes. Great answer. And conciseness, being concise, not beating around the bush and being very concise is the need of the hour. I hope everybody would agree, because I will tell in the later part of the session why conciseness is very important during your delivery. And we have also a feature called as confident. How confident are you in front of the audience facing the camera? Okay. So these are the parameters with which ORI gives your communication score. The moment you give your audio to the ORI, it records, and the AI algorithm, artificial intelligence algorithm, give you real-time feedback on your pace, filler words, energy, conciseness, confidence. So these are few parameters that ORI works. It basically tells you how you have to talk. And coming back to the formula that I've given you during my start of the session, right? N is equal to 1. Each individual learner has a unique style and has a unique requirement. The moment you record your voice in ORI, it gives you a personalized feedback on your communication pain points. Some might be using a lot of fillers, some might be monotone, some might be less confident. So the requirement and the pain points, communication pain points, it depends upon individuals. You cannot have a common set of modules for everybody. So that's where personalization comes in handy. And communication needs personalization, as I told you, and ORI also gives you R is equal to G. What we do is we understand communication, we understand voice samples from across the globe. Our machine learning algorithm gets the voice samples from across the globe, and we identify patterns in good communication. What makes a Steve Jobs good at communicating his idea? What is the pace he is talking? What is the energy level he is conveying? Is he using filler words? Is he confident? Is he concise? So our machine learning algorithm learns from every voice samples that we get from the audience and recommends corrective modules. ORI does two things. It identifies pain points in your communication, and it also gives you corrective modules to correct yourselves. So that's when you close the learning loop. We identify your pain point, communication pain point, and we give you micro learning modules to close your learning loop. And as I told you, ORI even has a facial recognition feature. And what it does is, the moment you speak in front of a camera, and that is going to be the future, right? Due to COVID, interviews are going to be virtual. For the next 6 months to 1 year, interviews are going to be virtual. And you cannot sit with each and every students to correct the way they are going to communicate. So when I say communication, you have to, say for example, in a virtual interview session, you have to be dressed formal, you have to shave, you have to have the light fall in front of you, you have to smile, because a 20% smile makes a 43% impact in the listener. Right? ORI has a facial recognition feature that tells you, are you smiling enough? Are you a neutral speaker? Are you a happy speaker? Are you an unhappy speaker? So Ori for you facial recognition feature, and it gives you a score so that the more you practice, the more you get better at it. I'm just getting a lot of chat. Just downloaded. It's excellent. Can you please increase the volume of your mic? Sure, I'll do that.
Is there any chance to even play the audio of that Ori app too, as you are showing, you know, is it possible?
No, right now,
no
right
issues.
now it's not.
No issues. No issues. You can go ahead.
Yes. And the beautiful part is, and a communication a trainer or a English trainer, the biggest drawback they face is I'm able to teach them, but how am I going to show results? So I'm giving a 6-day or 7-day communication training program. I cannot show to the management that as the participants improved or not. There is no quantification that is happening in the industry right now. I cannot quantify communication, but for the first time in the world, we are quantifying this soft skills called as communication and giving it a number. Anything that is measured gets done. So that is our ideology. And for the management, for the college management or for organizations, right? When they give communication training for the employees or the students to improve their communication skill, we need to understand where is their communication level for them to take them to somewhere else, right? So what we do is we do a pre-assessment or a baseline assessment of their current communication pain point, and the artificial intelligence algorithm suggests them lessons to correct their pain points. We can show the results on the participants' improvement, right? From day 1, where was his communication level, and in day 30, how has he improved? So this is our dashboard where Ori gives you the moment you give your voice, Ori gives you communication score based on your energy, conciseness, pace, and it also gives a transcript of your speech. And we give an enterprise dashboard to the the management, and they can track the user engagement. Are the students engaged with the app and how much they have improved? And this is our snippet of our dashboard where you can identify the top performers in your class, right? Who are the best speakers in your class and who are the most struggling speakers in your class, and what are the lessons they have completed and how much they have improved. The biggest learning or the biggest starting point for our development of this app is, if, say for example, a communication training, if the training, the learnings of the training, if it is not applied within 24 hours, 70% of the content is already lost. You lose 70% of the content if you don't practice instantaneously, or if you don't practice within 24 hours of learning that content. So what Ori does is it gives a safe platform for the users to practice whatever that they've learned in a communication session. For that matter, public speaking, for that matter, presentation skill, effective communication skill, you can practice without being judged. So that is the beauty about the app. And we are not here to replace English teachers or communication coaches. We are trying to automate, or we are trying to automate 80% of whatever a communication coach or English teacher does. We are giving them technology for them to enable to communicate with the students better. Say, for example, if an assignment on a topic is given to the student, making every student go on stage and make them perform is not going to happen after COVID, because the time is going to be too short. But instead, you can use a product like this to assess their oral communication skill, and the artificial intelligence will give them suggestions on what are their pain points, and that can be seen by the college management or the school management or the enterprise can view the performance and track and understand the pain points of each and every single student. I have few chats that are coming up. And we are also working on a beta version of body language, right? Are you a closed speaker or you an open speaker? Ori gives you suggestion. And the last part of the puzzle is the semantics or the grammar. We are focusing now on how to speak. In the later part of the app, we will be focusing on what to speak, the grammar part. Am I grammatically correct? Am I using the right choice of words appropriate for the situation? So we are working on that, and we are like 4 quarters away from launching a beta version, pilot version, and it will be like a Grammarly for oral communication skill. So that is our ultimate aim, where it is not possible for an English teacher or a communication coach to sit with the students 24/7 and correct them. Whereas an app like this can sit in their pocket. If I have to go present myself on stage, I just take my app and give my prep, and Ori will tell you this is what is your communication score and this is where you have to improve. And I keep repeating it, and I go on to the stage and give a bang on presentation. So that's what is the interesting part. You can have it in your pocket, a speech coach in your pocket. And as you guys know, communication is like playing a guitar or driving a car. The more you practice, the more you get better at it. And what happens with a course like Udemy or Coursera, it is not personalized. It gives us a generalized solution for all the participants. It doesn't understand and give me a personalized solution. It doesn't address my personal pain point. So that's where an app like Ori, which uses artificial intelligence and state-of-the-art machine learning technology to understand what is the pain point of the student and drive the results based on his pain points. And the last segment is, again, I don't know if you guys are familiar with this. We are going to be hit by this phenomenon called as global COVID attention crisis, right? Where the attention span of student and corporate adults are going to be reduced. And this is based out of a research paper. Attention span of a human adult was 12 seconds in the year 2000, and in 2015 it reduced to 8 seconds, and an average attention span of a goldfish is more than 9 seconds, which is more than an average adult human being's attention span. And individual researchers says because of COVID and due to prolonged exposure and long screen time, it is going to get even reduced. And I'm bringing this is because we need to be very, very concise. People, they don't have time to sit and listen to you for a longer time, right? So you need to be very, very concise in whatever that you are trying to deliver. And the virtual interviews are going to be virtual. And as I told you, people are not going to have time to listen. And if you are going to beat around the bush during an interview scenario, that's it. Same situation with regards to classroom. You are teaching students virtually. If you are not going to be concise, if you are not going to be a bang on, students are not going to listen to you. Students, you know, they'll switch off their video, and they will keep using their mobile phone when you are delivering your content. So being concise, clear and conciseness are going to be the need of the hour. An app like Ori definitely helps you be more clear, confident and concise. Yes, now let us.
Yeah, thank you, Kaushik sir. We have a question answer session, and now exactly we are on 12:12, and as per our timing, we would be able to finish by 12:30. Quickly, I'll ask Poliseti C. Vishwanath sir. I'm going to unmute you. You raise your hand. Vishwanath sir, are you there?
Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, Vishwanath sir, please.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Sir Murli sir, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. Very good afternoon.
Sir, is this app a paid version or free version, sir? Can we download in laptop also or only for mobile phones?
It can be downloaded both in your mobile phone, and we have a desktop version of the app as well, sir.
Okay, sir.
It is not a free app. We are
Okay,
free
sir.
for 7 days.
Okay.
But it's a paid app.
Okay, sir. Is it weekly or monthly, sir? How is the system?
It's a monthly subscription based app, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, Vishwanath sir. And we have Perumala Sabita Pratibha ma'am. Madam, are you there?
Yes. So good afternoon. I'm sorry, I didn't raise my hand for this session. It was for the earlier session. I could not put it off. Sorry about that.
I'm sorry. Then we have Shakaira Rahmana ma'am. Madam, are you there? Rahmana ma'am. All right. We have Tiru Sari sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Very good afternoon, sir.
Am I audible, sir?
Yeah,
Loud
pretty
and
much.
clear.
Yeah, sir. Really, this idea of artificial intelligence is going to take place in near future, sir. But how can we use this Ore app for rural students, sir? Really, it is helpful. But what is the package details, sir?
I will share my details in the last slide, sir, so that we can take this offline. And your question on how it is going to use the rural students. Yes, for the rural students, it is going to complement with English teachers. We cannot do without English teachers. What we can do is enable the English teachers to track the students better. It is very difficult for an English teacher to track their students on a regular basis. So we can make use of technology and state-of-the-art AI technology like Ori to couple this with your classroom training so that it is more effective. Rather than doing it one-on-one with your students, you can use this kind of technology to track the user engagement and track their progress so that you will have a better visibility to understand what exactly is the communication pain point of each and every student. So Ori cannot do without English teachers. They are the base.
Yes, sir. Really, it is useful, sir. And mostly we, English teachers even face pronunciation problem. It is really helpful, sir. Please do share the details, sir.
Sure, sir. I will definitely share you guys the details.
And thank you for the wonderful session, sir.
Tiru sir, if you wanted, anybody who wants it, kindly come back to evening session and play a game on Kahoot and win.
Sure, sir. Sure.
Win that license. Anyway, thanks for Kaushik sir, who has been very kind enough coming forward to give away some 20 licenses for all the participants. but all those 20 I cannot share with all 300 and odd. So the game has come in between Aurai apps and then our platform. Kindly come back, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
And we have.
So one more information. Aurai is being used by top corporates across India like Siemens, FL Smith, L&T, CTS for developing interdepartmental communication for their employees. And what we are trying to bring is understand what exactly is the communication need to survive in a corporate environment, and get that information, pass it on to the students so that they are employable and corporate ready. So this is one thing that the artificial intelligence is helping us do. Try to understand the requirement, give it to the students. Say for example, if 80% of communication, 80% is the communication score that is needed for a student to get placed in a company like Siemens, and the student current communication is only 60, Aurai helps them scale to 80. We have micro learning modules which will help them scale up there. So, and we are also in the US, Aurai is being used in top corporates like Google, Facebook, Ernst & Young, Deloitte, Boston Consulting Group. So, and we have around 1.5 million recordings that is happening through Aurai, and we have around 3 lakh Aurai users across the globe.
Now we have Vyoma Kesisri ma'am. Madam, are you there?
Yes, sir. Very good afternoon, sir.
Very good
afternoon.
I was very impressed because I always had this problem of scaling and grading the students and evaluating them in terms of speaking skills, because we have everything parameters set for evaluation of all the other skills. LRSW, out of that, I think speaking is actually the most problematic one. But I have a question that I wanted to put. Will it serve as a very good purpose for even putting it across to the management for the accurate results, and can it serve as a test purpose for the students anytime?
Exactly, ma'am. It not only tests, but it also gives corrective modules so that the students can go back and correct themselves.
Okay. And one more thing, does it have anything like it will help you grow much more from the basic levels to the advanced levels? Does it have any levelized leveraging process?
Yes, we have that too.
Kindly please give us a stepwise understanding as to how should we go about if we are really trying to implement this in our classes, because I haven't come across this any time before in any webinar. It was very effective.
True. So I'll be sharing my number and my contact, my email address in the last slide. Just now I'll put it there so that you guys can get back to me on any queries with regards to Aurai. We will be more than happy to address you guys.
Dr. Wahida, are you there, ma'am?
Hello.
Yes.
Hello. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Thank you for giving this opportunity. One doubt is there, sir.
Okay.
Sir, approximately how much will be the cost, sir? What is the quotation? How you give that? That access will be if it is installed in the mobiles. How can we do assessment?
I will give you clarity on all those things offline, ma'am. You can contact me on my number and my email address. I'll be more than happy to help you guide this process, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir. Very nice app you have shown, because I work in soft skills especially. We face this problem. Most of the students, though we give assessment, not able to perform well. So if they develop by themselves, the main thing is whether if it is installed in their mobiles or it is installed in the college level only, we have to do. That's the main question for me.
So we have,
if it is
the answer to your question is we have a mobile version and a desktop version. If the college doesn't allow the usage of mobile phones, we have a desktop version where the students can access in their lab
Okay.
And they can install it in their mobile phones so that they can use it at the comfort of their house.
Okay, okay. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
And we have Dr. Wahid.
Yes, sir, I finished. Just I have completed.
I'm sorry. And we have Dr. Sujata Kodali. Madam, are you there?
Hello, yes. Sir. I don't have a question. I just want to add my experience using this Aura app.
Great.
That's a good app actually. TCS talent team has suggested us to use it to test students speaking. Actually, some of the participants were enthusiasts to know, so just I wanted to share how we are using it in the making students use it. So we are actually using the trial version of it, because after 7-day trial period they have to pay for that. So they can just use after trial period they can again re-log in and use it. So instead of paying for that, we ask students to download the basic trial app of that, and they can record their speaking. And the good beauty of this app is like when student enters the app, it will ask whether what are the areas of their problem, like intonation, pronunciation, regarding intonation, pitch level, likewise, or vocabulary, and then it will suggest accordingly. So they have a specific assessment and they can improve on that. We ask students, usually what we do is we ask them to record, get the feedback, improvise, and get the final version to us to submission. For 1 minute speech, we record all the student speeches. Initially, we used to record them on our mobiles. Now we are asking students to download Aura app, improvise according to the feedback, and then do the final submission to us. This is how we are using, sir. Thank you.
Great, ma'am. Happy to know that you are using Aura, and
yes,
we have very limited features in the basic version, and
yes,
we have
sir. Yes, sir.
wonderful features which is corporate ready features that are available, advanced facial recognition features and advanced semantic features that are inbuilt in the paid version, which will be a tremendous one for the students, where we package micro learning modules for 3 months for them to improve drastically. And we are working with few big colleges where we have improved the communication level of students from 60% to 78%. That is an 18% shift in their communication within a month. So that's what the power of our micro learning modules. And definitely I would like to talk to you and how we can synergize and work together in the future as well. Ma'am, your name, ma'am?
I'm Dr. Sujata Kodali. Dr. Sujata Kodali from Guntur, RVRNJC.
Okay, great, ma'am.
Yes, sir. And to add to that, these students are very comfortable because the millennials are really comfortable with gadgets. So instead of talking on the dais and then making a presentation before students and teacher, they feel it very comfortable taking many trials. Initially, when we used to record on our mobile too, we were surprised that most of the students took 3 to 4 times to record. They're not satisfied with their recording. When we asked them to present on the dais, that was not the case. So what we understood was that students really like presenting on gadgets, and using this app, they are not compromised. They do it n number of times, and that's how they improve on that. That's what we felt. Thank you,
You are
sir.
bang on, ma'am. Thanks, you're bang on.
Thank you.
So I request the participants to take my number and email address. Our team will be more than happy to help you guys in this COVID situation for your organization and for your students to better their communication, because virtual interviews and virtual meetings, virtual presentations are going to be the future. So we are more than happy. We will be more than happy to help your students and make them future ready by working with you guys. So we'll be more than happy.
we have Mohammed Sahida. Madam, are you there?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir. My questions are, first of all, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I was having problem with the students in my language labs. So I request our management to install this app in our labs so that we don't face problem in assessment, evaluation and all. Okay. So really heartfelt thanks to you for designing this app. And I just wanted to know any learning packages available wherein students can do it on their own during their free time.
Yes. The beauty of the app is the moment you tell the app your pain points and it understands the pain point in your voice and give you a micro learning module, or we call it as a journey. So based on your pain point, it divides the lessons into micro modules and give it to you. Say if you have problems facing everyday communication, or you want to be a confident communicator, or you want to be a concise communicator, or you want to be an effective communicator, we have modules for that. Based on your learning goals, ORI recommends you micro modules to improve on your communication. So that is absolutely possible.
Dr. Sahida Sultana. Okay, right. Ended up.
Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Madam Manjula, Dr. M. Manjula, ma'am. Are you there, ma'am?
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
All right.
Hello.
All right, ma'am. You can respond.
Sir, good afternoon, sir. Whatever the question I want to ask, already two ma'ams are already asked. Like I want to suggest this one to my management.
All right.
Thank you.
Hello.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much for your response.
Afzal Fatima, ma'am. Are you there?
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Sir, it was a very wonderful session, and I teach, sir, in an engineering college, and where the most of the students come from agriculture background. They are very crude in speaking and all, so they cannot speak a small sentence of English. So can this app help them to speak and make them better in communication skills?
Absolutely.
At the time.
Yes, absolutely. As I told you previously, when the student is very poor in his communication, ORI can be taken along with your classroom training module so that it works better. For a student who is not very rural background and is not comfortable with communication, ORI works with the support from the English teachers. So that's where English teachers play a very vital role. Artificial intelligence and machine learning cannot wipe out the role of an English teacher. They form the ground, right? And an app like this can enhance or reduce your job, but your jobs cannot be replaced. You are very critical and vital part in imparting English knowledge to students across India. So this will work in unison with your classroom training. So English teacher is very vital in the situation that you are mentioning, or I can complement.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
And now one last question. P. Kavita, ma'am.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Sir, I have a question under this pandemic situations where we don't know whether we will be offline, teaching offline or online, and how much of it would be offline and online. I think is the app you introduced to us is a very good one. One question is, this is just adding to the previous question, as we have many students in from rural background, is there any institution level package that so that we can buy it and then deliver it to the students?
See, our main thing is we are taking it to the institutions first.
Yes.
Because that's when the institution can track the progress of the students. If it is going to be individual students, the teacher or the placement department doesn't have the control over what is they practicing. So giving it through the institutions so that institutions take it to the students, and the institution can track whether the student is doing it or not, with responsibilities, doing it or not can be tracked. That is only possible with the institution model, and you are very, very correct. That is what is the approach that we are following.
Oh, I see. And one more query, sir. We had a meeting, departmental meeting the other day, wherein by June 4th, we are required to, suggest some platforms. So we were looking out for some platforms for lab teaching. I would like to know about the modalities of ORI, like how will I know? Can you give us a contact number, or will you answer if I send a mail?
Yes, so you can contact me on my number.
Yes, sir.
Or you can contact me through mail, or if you want, I can also contact you. So
Okay,
I don't
sir.
have a problem. So you're from which institution, ma'am?
Geetanjali College of Engineering Technology. I'm from Hyderabad, sir.
Okay, Geetanjali Engineering. Okay,
Yes.
ma'am.
It's an autonomous college.
Your name, ma'am?
I'm Mercy Kavita.
Okay.
P. Mercy Kavita.
Okay, okay, ma'am. Okay.
Yes.
We have next question from Anseline.
Hello, am I audible, sir?
Yes, you are, sir.
Sir, I'm Ansel Jugo. I'm calling from Saidapet, Chennai.
Okay.
Okay, fine. So you have really nailed it, sir. The session was really wonderful. I got so many things out of it. My question is that some of my students are very good at communication in informal way. For example, when they try to talk with their neighbor, they feel very confident. But when they come to like formal situations, when they come on the stage, they find it very difficult. So, is there any personalized way of learning at your app?
That was a very valid and an interesting question, sir. So I would take an example of TikTok here, right? What an app like TikTok does is, it gives you a safe platform where you keep practicing and get yourself perfect. Like bathroom singing. Before I go present myself in front of the stage, I sing in the comfort of my bathroom so that I get comfortable to present myself on the stage. This is what ORI can do. It gives you personalized suggestions at the comfort of your house or comfort of your learning place, so that you have more confidence to present yourself on stage. The more reps you do, the more confident that you are, so that it will enable you to present yourself in front of the stage better. So we have facial recognition feature where you have to present in front of a camera, which is new for the students. The more I see the camera and present myself, smile, be expressive, then I will not be having problem presenting myself in front of the camera or in front of the stage. The more practice you do, automatically the fear of standing in front of the stage and talking will gradually vanish. I wouldn't say using an app like ORI will take that fear just like that out of the student. It takes time, but it is possible. That's what our research says. So we have shown our research. We have white papers published. This is what our research says. It is possible.
Thank you, sir. Where's your office located?
Our US office is in Philadelphia, and we have our Chennai office located in Velachery.
Okay, nearby. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
We have next Madam, Suvarna Ragini, Dr. Suvarna Ragini.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Are you there, ma'am? Suvarna Ragini, ma'am. Dr. Suvarna Ragini.
Okay. Am I audible, sir, now?
Yes.
Good afternoon, Dr. Hari, and good afternoon, Kaushik. Right from the beginning, Dr. Hari, I must confess there are many, many takeaways from this FDP. I deeply feel very honored to be present in this FDP. And regarding this session, I'm actually, let me introduce myself. I'm Dr. Sunaragni, Assistant Professor in CBIT Hyderabad.
Great, ma'am.
Yeah. Actually, we have a club called Toastmasters International in our college.
Wonderful.
And we do focus on all these issues which Kaushik was telling us, like body language and the facial expressions, and especially the gap fillers. There are a group of evaluators. They count the number of gap fillers in each student's presentation. And that was really an interesting experience as a faculty coordinator I used to have. I used to enjoy, and I used to see my students improve upon their communication skills. And ever since the lockdown has been imposed, I really miss that. Because, you know, I can't take up any activities on that Toastmasters Club. And now your presentation, Kaushik, the Orai app, has really given a lot of consolation to me. I'm going to put up an indent to my management and see that this app is implemented.
Great, ma'am. Great.
Yeah.
Great.
Thank you very much, Mr. Hari, Dr.
Thank
Hari
you.
sir, and Kaushik sir.
Thank you, madam. Thank you. This is not me alone, but we are all together doing it. Wonderful job.
Yes, sir.
Thank
I
you.
really felt so happy today because this was one gap, you know, I was desperately feeling.
Yes, ma'am.
Undergoing ever since the lockdown has been imposed.
Thank you, madam. Thank you. And we
Pleasure is
have
ours, ma'am. Pleasure is ours.
Yeah.
We have Manjula ma'am is raising hand once again. Okay, madam. Dr. Manjula. Dr. Manjula?
Am I audible, sir?
Yes, yes, madam.
Sir, thank you so much. Same as Ragini ma'am said, I'm also very happy to take away many things which Kaushik has shared with us. And thank you so much, sir, for inviting Kaushik and then giving insights on computer science technologies.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, both.
Okay, thank you. I think all hands down, sir. We have time now to wind up the session. Kaushik,
Great,
sir, are you there?
Great, sir. Yes, I am there, sir.
And before we end up the session now, I request Madhu Kumar, sir. Madhu Kumar, sir, to propose vote of thanks formally.
Okay, sir.
Madhu, sir. Yes, sir, you're audible, but your voice is a little breaking here and there. Can you set your microphone well, sir? Sir? Your voice is not clear, sir. Your voice is not clear. Still, sir. No, it is not at all. Okay, Madhu, sir. On behalf of you, I take up job. If you can allow me. Your voice is not anyway clear.
Anyhow, thank you very much to Mr. Kaushik, who has given his consent, and also I'm very much thankful. I have learned so many things from you. In fact, sir, thank you, Mr. Dr. Haribabu and his team and his management principal and my management, my principal and my colleagues. I have this section of basic sciences and humanities in Session-1. You have given us very valuable information, sir. Thank you very much. It is highly informative, particularly post-COVID. We need to go with artificial intelligence. It's not the goal. I know it. Though I have very less knowledge in this, but I like very more and more things from you. And micro-learning tools, facial recognition, these are all instantly how we can make the students learn effectively to become teachers and everything. This is a wonderful session. I enjoyed. I hope all the teachers of English who have participated in this session enjoyed a lot. Thank you very much, Mr. Kaushik Garu, for having participated and given your great concern to participate in this FDP by Lendi Institute of Technology. Once again, thanks to Dr. Hari, who is my colleague and his team for giving me this great opportunity. Good afternoon. Thank you.
Thank you, Madhu sir. Even if you know your voice is breaking here and there, we have understood your thought from the heart. And the big thank you for Kaushik too. And as Madhu sir is expecting all the teachers who are interestingly participating, and we also have two more sessions, one in the evening and then one more tomorrow in the morning. The same the same participation is expected from each one of you. Before winding up the session, I request Kaushik to say a last note, if at all he wants to still talk to us, or he wants even to get it ended. If he says,
Yes.
we'll go forward.
Thank you so much, Hari sir, for the wonderful opportunity. And I can see a lot of interested, English teachers and professors who wanted to learn, the attitude to learn, adapt to the new technology, and wanted to transfer the knowledge to the students. The energy itself is brilliant. And as an youngster, I am really impressed with the way the educational fraternity is coping up themselves for the new normal. So hats off to you guys, and hats off for Lendi College and Hari Babu sir for organizing such a wonderful webinar. And this is the need of the hour. The educational fraternity has to know what is happening in the industry and how to upgrade themselves and upgrade their institutions to take it forward. Thank you for the wonderful opportunity once again.
Before going to wind it up, I would like to take opportunity to remind all the participants again to come evening with a great pleasure, along with couple of devices, one for the presentation and the other for to play the game on Kahoot, to win 20 licenses from ORI. And then other SchoolNet is also coming forward to offer another 20, thanks to ORI, which has taken a lead in giving a help to our English team. And we would like to win it. And if at all Kaushik also comes and joins back again in the evening session,
Sure, I will.
couple of more questions, if at all any left over, I request participants to reserve your questions and then come back to session by evening 5:30. Until then, goodbye, and then I wish God must bless all of us. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.